It is 2 in the morning, and Dale has finally seen the connection between his neighbour's new fence, the price of eggs, and the moon landing. Dale is not stupid. That is the uncomfortable part. Researchers have pooled data from over 158,000 people to answer one question. Who actually believes this stuff? And the answer is not about intelligence, and not about which channel someone watches. It is about personality. Some personalities are built for this. Psychology has a favourite tool for questions like this. The Big Five. 5 broad traits that predict your job performance, your relationships, how you argue, and how you tidy. So researchers lined up the usual suspects: openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, neuroticism. And almost nothing happened. Across meta-analysis after meta-analysis, the 5 most famous traits in psychology barely predict conspiracy belief at all. The usual suspects all have alibis, which means something much more specific is going on. Suspect 1, and the strongest predictor researchers found, a personality style called schizotypy. Not an illness. At low doses it is common and mostly harmless. But it comes with a signature move: seeing patterns where there are none. The coffee stain looks like a face. The pigeon was on the same ledge on the same day, twice. That has to mean something. Add what the research calls ideas of reference, the sense that random events are secretly about you. The news anchor paused, right after saying the word taxes. Dale had just done his taxes. Interesting. Stack magical thinking on top, and a mind like this stops experiencing the world as random. It experiences it as authored. Somebody is behind this. And before anyone feels superior, here are some dots. Your brain just made that a face. Nobody asked it to. Pattern seeing is not their glitch. It is everyone's default setting, just turned up. Suspect 2 needs no introduction, but he would absolutely love one. Narcissism. Meet the one man at this bus stop who is truly awake. He alone knows what is really going on. Everyone else, as far as he can tell, is a sheep. This is how the world looks from inside his head. Narcissism is one of the most robust predictors of conspiracy belief, and the reason is almost sweet. A conspiracy theory is a status upgrade. In one researcher's words, these theories offer the feeling of being privy to information most people are not. Whatever is happening, the believer is smarter than everyone buying the boring explanation. Under the hood, 3 engines. A need for dominance, so a map of hidden power feels worth having. A streak of hostility, so villains feel plausible. And a wobbly core of insecurity, so an enemy explains the pain. Now, here is where it gets genuinely strange. Education normally protects against conspiracy belief. More school, fewer secret plots. Unless you are a narcissist. For narcissists, researchers found the protection just vanishes. A degree does not make them question their beliefs. It makes them more confident in them. Education handed him one more reason he is smarter than you. What does help is not more facts, it is cognitive reflection. The deeply unglamorous habit of asking, wait, is my first answer actually right? Suspect 3. Paranoia. Meet a woman reading tomorrow's weather forecast, like a ransom note. Suspicious, untrusting, certain the world is an inherently dangerous place. For a mind like hers, a conspiracy theory is not entertainment, it is equipment. Because if everything is a threat, a theory that finally names the threat does not feel like paranoia, it feels like being told the truth at last. And then there is the finding nobody frames on their wall. People who believe in conspiracy theories are, on average, people who would be more likely to conspire themselves. The strategic, the manipulative, the callous. Ask them whether secret plots are everywhere, and part of the answer is simple projection. They know exactly what they would do with the opportunity. It is much easier to believe the game is rigged if you have at some point priced up the rigging. So why does anyone sign up for this? Because a conspiracy theory is a bad answer to 3 very real questions. The need to understand. The world is confusing, and a secret plot is at least a story with an author. The need to feel safe and in control. A named villain beats a random universe. And the need to feel your group is the good one, awake while everyone else sleeps. When researchers measured what pulls hardest, it was the need to understand, and the need to feel your community is superior. Not, as you might guess, a simple craving for certainty. One researcher put it plainly. Conspiracy theorists are not all the simple-minded, unwell characters popular culture paints. Many are trying to meet needs that are going unmet, and to make sense of real distress. Which brings us to the one string on this board that nobody likes, the one pointing at you. You have never fallen for a conspiracy theory. Probably. But every mechanism on this board is running in your head right now. You see patterns in noise. You remember the times you were right, and quietly lose the times you were not. You trust your gut, because it is yours. When reality is ambiguous, nobody calculates their beliefs. Your personality chooses them first. Your reasons show up afterward to write it all down. None of this means stop questioning things. Skepticism is healthy, and questioning authority can be necessary. The skill is telling the difference between doubt that follows the evidence and doubt that follows a need. So, the next time a theory feels good, that feeling is the thing to get curious about. Not just, is this true, but what is it offering me? Because the board was never really about the fence, or the eggs, or the moon. It was about the person holding the string. Based on an article from traitpath.com, where you can also find out what your own personality is quietly signing you up for.